It's that time again, Market Monday. It is time to make you some stubs here in MLB The Show 22. And if you're a Game Pass user or you got the standard version of the game, you are going to be able to access and start playing the game tonight. So it's time to make sure that we're all prepared to take advantage of how that can change things. Be ready to make stubs here in the first full week of MLB The Show 22's release. If you're new here to the channel, this is a weekly series we do where we break down everything that week specifically we're going to be doing to make stubs so we can always stay on top of the curve. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more of these, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you know when more Market Mondays are going live, along with all of our other tips and tricks we got rolling out all the time. Let's go ahead in this one. Let's hop in and see what our content calendar looks like. Into the content calendar here, nothing too crazy. We do have a couple things. One, headliners. Set 2 featuring a legend closing pitcher. Won't really have too much of an impact on anything. We see a slight drop in a couple live series cards because we were ripping headliners, but definitely don't expect Torkelson or anything like that to go up too much in price now that he's out of the market. We have the City Connect jerseys coming in. We don't really know how we're going to be obtaining those, and we know we're getting something on opening day. Baseball is back, but we don't really know what that is going to entail. However, we do have a new event coming out on April 8th as well. We'll talk a little bit more about the event, but that is a quick turnaround for this current event. Definitely some considerations to be made there. That's what we have content wise. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the market. I know if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, man, the margins have been tough out there. It has not been easy to flip. And I agree with you, man. There are some really rough margins out there, but we can definitely still find some value in some flips. We just got to change up our approach a little bit. There's still a ton of opportunities to make subs outside of that. So looking at our live series market here, I think for the most part, these 90+ diamonds, these prices are pretty stable. With the launch of the game, I do expect our 90+ diamonds to slowly start rising. That's pretty standard trend that they've done in the past, just slowly rise throughout the release of the game until we get into the summer months. They just start getting flooded with packs. So if you're looking to pick some of those up, I think it's a good idea to do that sooner rather than later. As far as our non-90+ diamonds, I could see these along with a lot of golds trending up as we get to the full release of the game. A lot of people are going to be getting the game, getting stubs, bringing those into the market, and all those Game Pass players, standard edition users, they're not going to get many pre-order packs. They may not be willing to spend more money to buy packs, but with what stubs they have, they may come in here and buy a guy like Trevor Story. We can quickly look at his trend line. We see our live series golds have been dropping down. A couple of them already settling in at a quick sell value, but I could see that trend adjusting ever so slightly. As well with live series golds, I'm not seeing a whole lot right here, but I have been seeing some better margins start to open up. It's pretty tight this morning, though. I will say that. I mean, we can just scroll up and down. Not a whole lot of margins. I mean, Trevor Story right here, we got about a 200 stub flip. That's not a whole lot at the end of the day. Margins are tight on these live series cards right now. Definitely got to get a bit creative with how we're approaching flipping live series cards. Still, I think there are some good value if you find some that have some solid flips. Definitely attack those in volume over our quality. Not really a whole lot of quality margins out there right now, so we gotta find the volume. We'll scroll through some more here. There's not a whole lot. We have maybe a little bit here with some of these diamonds, some slight margins here on some of these live series diamonds that aren't too bad, but again, you're gonna have to risk a little bit more stub capital to do so. Definitely recommend going for volume. I also do recommend, side note here, staying away from equipment and perks right now. I recommend staying away from both of those with how many people are grinding through the Road to the Show ball player programs in an attempt to make XP, which is a very great method to make XP, really crashing the market on the perks, gold equipment, diamond equipment. We see those dropping down. It's not across the board. It's not 100%, but we don't want to be trying to flip a bat skin, for example, then that is one of the ones that ends up taking a dip, because with how little these move, just a little influx in the market is going to cause their prices to come down quite a bit. So in terms of flipping, not a whole lot out there. Definitely be sure to check out Show Zone if y'all haven't. I'll drop their link down in the description of this video down below. They give you real-time updates on the best cards to flip based off profit, how quickly they're selling, everything. That's definitely the best way to keep up with exactly what is the best to possibly flip at any given moment. But for me, I've definitely had the best luck so far with some live series players just going for super volume flips. Another note real quick, been asked a lot about the cover athlete cards. That's been slightly trending down still right now, but I do expect them to trend up slowly over time. If you played them week 21, similar to our 42 series, they just kind of kept slowly trending up over time until we got some more of those packs. We don't know when we would possibly get any more cover athlete packs, so as that supply dries up, definitely do expect these to rise some, but not necessarily an investment opportunity, so to speak. So as we mentioned, flipping not in a great spot right now, and we're not really ready to start making any investments yet. Of course, as soon as opening day hits, we're going to start looking at our live series roster update investments, and then as we start to get some real big time content drops within the game, we're gonna have a ton of opportunity for investments there. But right now, we're not really in the investment seasons quite yet. We're doing some more short-term flipping sort of things. So one of the best ways to make subs is simply completing a lot of the programs and content within the game. For example, this battle royale program, we're gonna come through, we're gonna get a lot of stubs while we're grinding through it, but we're also gonna get these bronze cards. For example, Bob Feller is maxed out in the market right now for a bronze at 1,000 stubs. Hoffman 1,000 subs as well. You get all 4 of these, those are 1,000 subs a piece. Move on now down to our silvers. We're getting about 3,000 subs for JT Real Muto. We're gonna get all 4 of these as well. Same with our gold, we're gonna get enough to get all of these. We got Lou Gehrig here at 4,000 stubs. Got like Hunter Renfro 4,000 stubs. We can see the amount of stubs. If we get 3,000 a piece for the silvers, 4,000 a piece for the golds, 1,000 a piece for the bronzes, plus we're getting additional packs, XP, stubs along the way as well. Some more packs. Then we get down here, we got Larry Dopey, only 18,000 right now, but hey, 18,000 subs definitely still going to add up. And then of course finally our BR program cards selling for around 60 to 70,000 stubs, give or take. They kind of been fluctuating, maybe slowly dropping under that 60 range. They've been fluctuating for there, but I mean, we're looking at close to over 100,000 subs here for the BR program, and it is limited time. It ends in 15 days. Once that 15 days passes, there'll be a new program. You'll be able to complete that one, but you won't be able to come back and complete this BR program. So definitely something I recommend doing. We're looking again at over 100,000 subs plus tons of XP through doing the BR program. And in addition to all of that, with the new guaranteed mission rounds, it's not too hard to get through the BR program. We're going to be able to lock up and knock out these bronze missions relatively easily. It's not going to take us too much time at all, and we can get us a good stub bankroll. Plus we're going to get additional awards here through the end of it if we continue to grind through those extra 50 points. Same can be said here for events. We're getting our packs, we're getting our subs, we're getting our XP. It takes 20 wins to get both player rewards. Honestly, not too much in these 3 inning games. They do go by pretty quick, but this event does end on the 8th, so very, very, very limited time. If we do have one investment opportunity so far this week, we'll take a look at this Soriano card, currently at 13,730 stubs. I think trying to pick up a couple Sorianos before the event ends could be not a bad play. We should see those slightly increase in price over time, similar to how all past event rewards do, as they're no longer obtainable at that point. Maybe not quite getting in on him at 12,000 subs. See if he drops down ever so slightly over these next couple days, especially with the influx of new players coming tomorrow. A lot of those players possibly knocking out the event. Let's see more people get Soriano, drive his price down. Same here with the Nolan Ryan. 20k stubs, still a good chunk of stubs. If you just wanted to get through and sell those, you're still getting a good chunk of stubs, plus your XP, plus some extra packs as well. We never know what's hiding around in a sneaky little free pack. Another situation where definitely expect these prices to go up over time. I'm not sure if I'm quite buying at 18,000. Maybe see if he gets down to around that 15 range. Could be some decent investments. At minimum, definitely do be sure you have one of each of these in your inventory before too long, because you don't want to run into a situation where collections come out, you need another all-star player. The only option is Nolan Ryan, and he's 200,000 subs at that point. Now, if you've grinded through everything else and you're still not sure what to do for subs, the market hasn't been working for you. It's dried up. You can't find your flips, even when we're utilizing Showzone and those kind of apps, because it is tight out there. I do recommend grinding through your Road to the Show ball player programs. It's super simple this year. Just create your ball player and start playing Road to the Show. Put it on beginner and just rock out through those missions. If y'all want a dedicated video on it, let me know down in the comment section below, and I can tell y'all how I have mine set up. There are a couple slight tweaks that you can do to really speed up the process, but you may be thinking, hey, not that many stubs you're going to get through the ball player programs. This is only the silver tier here. We're getting some silver perks that also have the chance of being gold and diamond perks, even though diamond perks have been crashing, as we mentioned earlier. A couple of them still selling for 10,000 subs a piece. Same with our gold perks. So I have a couple gold perks at that 3,000 to 4,000 subs a piece. Plus, we're getting the equipment as well. And as you get into the diamond archetypes, you're getting guaranteed diamond equipment. And I've seen there's some couple pieces of diamond equipment that are selling 50, 60, 70,000 stubs. There's a couple pieces of diamond equipment selling 50,000 stubs or so. So a lot of stubs you can make from that. You come through here, you grind out your ball player program, you get your free equipment, you hit big on one of those pools, you're making a ton of stubs, especially when we get to those diamond archetypes. We're also getting a ton of XP as well. Help us get to that face of the franchise program. Definitely recommend grinding it if you don't really have anything else you feel like you can do right now. It is a little monotonous, so you got to lock in for the grind there, and you got to be ready for that, but it can definitely be super rewarding. So that does do it for this Market Monday today. If you got any questions about the market at all, definitely be sure to hit me up down in the comment section below. In conclusion, I definitely do see a bit of a creep up coming for our low diamonds, high golds, 83 to 84 overall golds, 85 to 88 overall diamonds. I definitely do see those maybe creep up ever so slightly as standard edition owners are going to get on the game. Game Pass players are going to get on the game. Put together 15, 20K stubs, use that to buy some of those cards to start upgrading their team out the gate. We could definitely see some trends happening on that front. Not necessarily an investment, so to speak, but you could buy some of those to flip with kind of feeling decently confident that they're not going to drop in price. If anything, they may go up over price. If you bought one to flip, you may just get a bit of an expanded flip and really, really good margins. Also see margins hopefully opening up ever so slightly. I started to see them last night. We saw the margins start to pop up this morning. They are dried up and gone entirely. So hopefully we start to see those margins open up just a little bit as we get more and more players into the game using the marketplace. But with the lack of free packs overall, you could definitely see the market trend up. Not a whole lot of opportunities to obtain packs that are going to flood cards into the market. Outside of that, we're grinding through all the content we have. There's a ton of content in this game already. We only have 2 weeks left on the BR program, a couple days left on events we got to get through. We got to grind those out, capitalize on making those stubs there. As always, you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and hit me up again in the comments if you have any questions. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.